My name's Alan Noak and I'm the chairman and one of the founding trustees of the ReQUEST Foundation. Now, the ReQUEST Foundation was formed in November 2023 by a number of like-minded individuals who'd all been involved in some capacity or other with the ReQUEST 2021 expedition to Antarctica. Now, one of the objectives of that project was to leave a legacy, and the ReQUEST Foundation is part of that legacy. We look at supporting young people aged between 16 and 24 who have an idea for a polar project. Now, they need an advocate. That could be their scout leader, it could be their university tutor, it could be a school teacher. It just needs somebody from an organisation to sort of be behind them and supporting them. And we look at supporting projects that are around all aspects of science and arts, but as long as they're to do with the polar regions. Now, we can give you some examples. Here's a case study that Lucy did on the ReQUEST 2021 project. And Lucy's project was all about educating scouts and guides about climate change. And there's a little clip here that Lucy's talking about her project.
On the voyage itself, I've actually learned lots of really interesting things about climate change by speaking to the crew that work on the Bark Europa, the tool ship that we've been sailing on. A few of the things they've said that really resonated with me were things like the Drake's Passage, which was the area of ocean that we had to sail over to get to the peninsula. One of the crew members said that it has become noticeably less stormy in the last few years, and he attributes this to climatic changes. Also, one of our guides, Sarah, she said that there's this red snow algae that lives under the first top layer of snow, and with climate change it's likely that more of the snow will melt and reveal this layer of red algae. So kind of as the next few years progress, it's likely that more of the snow in Antarctica will start to look more red, almost as if the snow is bleeding, which is quite a dramatic metaphor.
So the ReQUEST Foundation can provide a mentor to actually help you with your project, and some financial support to any equipment that you might need to do your project, as well as any advice and support. Another case study here from Sam. Now, Sam was involved in deploying two Argo devices. There's a little clip here of when he launched one of the Argos. So Sam's just undoing the ropes that are holding the Argo float steady. We've got the gate open and he's ready to deploy the float. It seems to have done all its tests. Here we go. Okay, so Sam's moved his clip over, so he's right near the edge now, and he's got the Argo float and he's going to drop it over. And my understanding is it drops right down, makes its way down deep. There we go. And it's launched. Woo! So you can see one of the Argo floats been deployed, and Sam was involved in the deployment of two floats that are still recording data down in the Southern Ocean, and there's a limited number of them that have actually been deployed in the Southern Ocean. So that was one example of a scientific project. And then just to give some variety, Darcy's project, and she'll tell you a little bit about it now.
During our trip, we've been, where we've been going, I've been kind of capturing little moments of the trip in watercolour. So I've got them here. So the different parts of the Bark Europa, little memory snapshots of parts of the trip.
So So she did some watercolors of the expedition. So they're capturing some of the key moments in Antarctica, and also a giant quilt with people's perceptions about Antarctica. So this is our process. The young person or their advocate applies on our website. The project proposal is then considered by the trustees, and we take in applications with a deadline of the 31st of January each year and the 31st of July each year. So 2 chances to apply in a year. And then suitable projects are given the green light, and we will then look at matching maybe an academic partner with them, and allocating them a personal mentor, somebody to help them and encourage them through their project. Financial support is given if appropriate, maybe to buy some equipment or to help with the project, and then the young person undertakes their project. At the end of that, there is a presentation of some format that suits the young person, how they want to present their results. And then that becomes a case study for future projects and to inspire future projects. So that's basically how it works. We have 8 trustees. You can see them here on our website, and they're there to ensure that we fairly allocate the funds to young people and meet our charitable objectives. We have a number of partners. So we've got the Dundee Heritage Trust, the Royal Scottish Geographical Society, RMETS, that's the Royal Meteorological Society, the UK Antarctic Heritage Trust, and more recently the Polar Collective. So these are strong project partnerships that we've got where we have close links with them, and by having these polar partners, it enables us to maybe find or help young people with mentors and also with publicity for their project, as well as perhaps helping them with their project. So if you want to find out more about the ReQuest Foundation, have a visit of our website. That's requestfoundation.org.uk. There's also the email address there, info@requestfoundation.org.uk. There's a number of ways we can take a donation. You can pay by cheque to ReQuest Foundation, and the address is there. By backs, and there's our backs details. There's international payments. We do take those with the SWIFT code or an IBAN code. And then finally, we do have a Just Giving page for the ReQuest Foundation, so you can make a donation with Just Giving. So thank you very much. I hope that gives you an idea about the ReQuest Foundation and how we work. But if you have any questions at all, drop us an email. So thank you to everyone who supported the ReQuest Foundation so far. We just want to spread the word to get the support and financial assistance out to more young people.